Hi. In this video I'm going to be going over my neck knife. I've already gone over the EDC part of it, but this time I'm going to be going over as far as more of a self-defense aspect, and I'm going to be borrowing a lot of information from Vampire's Karambit series. So stay tuned. Okay guys, now I've already went over it, but it's got the Karambit blade. Now, commonly, when you have to learn how to use this thing, because of these double rings on this double agent, it makes it really hard to change your grip unless you let go of one of these rings. Okay, so to actually use this in reverse grip, I have to literally take my hands out of the rings, I have to flip it, then I have to bring it back. Okay, and then I can either put my pinky through or keep it on the outside for flipping. We'll get into that. But for right now, I'm going to show you how to use it as you draw it. Now, this sheath and this knife is designed for a right-handed person. So to do a left-handed, we're going to get into that later, but if you're going to do it left-handed, if you draw it, you're going to end up holding it like this with these rings, which is not a bad thing, really, if you understand how to use it this way. We'll get into that. Okay, but for a right-handed person, you're going to grab it, you're going to hit that little button, you're going to pull straight down, or if you're in a situation, you know, you don't even really have to hit that button, you can just go ahead, loop that pinky around there, and just snap it out, okay, if you really have to. Alright, so now, now that we have it in this position, these two rings here make it almost impossible for it to be disarmed. Because even if they hit your arm and your arm flings open, you know, that arm, you know, that knife is not going to come out as easy. So I'm not going to say you can't be disarmed, but I'm going to say it's almost impossible. Okay, and so from here we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then stab. Now notice with the Karambit, we're going to be stabbing this way. Okay. So normally with a knife you would stab this way. Well, with this design, you got to be aware of the curvature, so you're going to stab more this way instead of that way. Okay, so this way is a little more ergonomic. Okay, so once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stab. Okay, I'm just going to use this basic 7 count that Vampire uses a lot of the time. Okay, and pretty much everything is off of that. As you get later, there are other patterns, right? Stab 2, right? But the fact of the matter is like I was showing you in my anatomy videos and my where to cut video, it matters more. Not only it matters more of where that knife is going to that body. Okay, so 1, 2, okay, obviously those are going to the head and neck at this level. Okay, 3, 4, okay, now think about those are going to be catching under the arms. Okay, they could be catching the legs. You know, I could come under here, I could drop my center of gravity and go straight into a femoral and cut. Right, the great thing about Karambit is, even if the blade isn't that sharp, the design of it makes it to where it wraps around what it's cutting and then it's being drawn through. So if I were to put, right, I'm using a camera trick here, but you see how that would happen? See how that would just go cut right through? Okay, so the great thing about these is before you even realize that you're cutting most of the time. So it's boom, 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 boom. Okay? So even by dropping, once again, by dropping my center of gravity, I'm coming up and I'm coming up. Okay? Now, while I'm here, then I come across. And then I come across. Okay? And then I do a stab here. Okay? So basic 7 count. Okay. I could of course go straight into a heaven 6 type thing if I wanted to, or whatever. Okay, so that's with using it like this. Basically, you know, and like anything else, I can block with that edge. So if a punch is coming towards my face, I can just, right? So not only am I blocking, I'm cutting, stepping out of the way, boom, right? Blending my motion with my opponent, and I'm skinning that hand or that arm or wherever that edge comes across. I'm camming it out of the way. I'm also skinning it, which will allow me to come straight to the neck here. So it's the same motion of here. Well, I'm just doing it with a knife now. Okay. Once again, I can come from the inside here. I can, if it's coming with the other arm, I can go here. Right. So there's all these different methods that I can use with this. But the fact of the matter is that the way this is designed to be used is like a cat's claw. So you're going to be clawing with this thing. So that's something to really understand. The pommel on this, at the end of here, you can see that thing. That thing is just lethal. I mean, literally. I don't know if you could actually kill somebody with it. You probably could. But you clobber somebody in the head with this or wherever, they're gonna feel it, and yeah, I mean, it will work. It'll do the job. So, all right. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your time. Defend your homes wisely.